Hey y'all, guess who's in the building?
August 13th? You know what? You're absolutely right.
Well, y'all, you get me longer than you had me today. Because Jamel made a mistake. Hey, Reese, go.
Thank you.
So I don't have to cut my live extra short. You see, Jamel, that's why I told you to call. That's just what I would have been pissed.
Look, I
would have been pissed.
Look, I'm looking at the date, and I thought it was I swear to God, I thought
July.
it was August. I thought it was July.
No, because I know they called.
I'll be back.
All right. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in the Lord's house. He shall come to love. Oh. I'm giving y'all a chance to get up in the piece. Yo. But I'll tell y'all, I have had an eventful last 2 days. An eventful last 2 days. And I don't want the event. Sipping on some. I look like a baby. I can't see. Okay, so we didn't have Jomel yet because my glasses are still good. I can't even wear those glasses anymore because when he was a puppy, they fell on the floor. And I was like, where are my glasses? Where are my... Actually, you know when it was? When I had the stroke. And I came home and I was like, where are my glasses? I only had the black ones that I wear. And the ones in the picture I could never find. And then one day, something just said, look under the bed. And I looked under the bed and they were there. The little Jomel, because that's when he was a puppy. Little Jomel had chewed on the lenses. So the lenses are all messed up. And I like those Dolce & Gabbanas because they had like a wood frame over here. And they were transition lenses. So that picture's about a year old. Like a year old. Once I shave and do my hair, I look like a little kid. See, you know they'll chew them. You know they will chew them. Oh, y'all. The people trying to stress me out, I can't be stressed out. I just won't allow it. I won't. But we gonna have a lesson today. It ain't we gonna learn something today. I'm gonna teach y'all a lesson today. I am. I'm gonna teach y'all a lesson today. I really am. You know how Joseph rants, but Joseph is gonna rant today. Cause, hey Patricia, Vicky likes the arm right one. Jomel chewed on the lenses. He didn't really do nothing to the arms. He chewed the lenses. I was pissed. One day I tried to wear them because my other ones, I had left them upstairs and the ones in the picture was downstairs. I said, let me try. I'm just going to the store. Let me try to wear this, child. Never again. What do you want, Jomel? What do you want? You hear me talking about you? You ain't a puppy no more. You're grown. You're going to be 2 years old in October. Yes, it's a lot. I've been through a lot in the last day or two. What, Jomel? Go sit down. Don't start with me. I don't care. You don't have nothing to say to the people. Nothing. You trying to talk to Figgy, your brother? Oh my God. I can't. All right, let's get into it. I thought, hey, in Q's world, I thought I was gonna have to end quick because Tramel, I would have been pissed. You know how your spirit tell you something? Because I know my husband, I know Tramel, I know him too well, and I'm like, you ain't get no messages, you ain't get no phone calls, but you got a doctor's appointment today. I said, Tramel, do me a favor, because you know I ain't want to tell. If I told him, they don't know what he's talking about. You know, you got to redirect. That's how I redirect him into get him doing what I said, babe, just call me. I said, they didn't call you. Just call them and say, play the game. And I'm just calling to confirm my appointment today at 1 o'clock. I don't know if y'all heard when I got on the live. She said, your appointment is August 13th, not today. I would have been furious because the doctor's office is like 45 minutes away. I would have been furious because I was like, okay, I got to do a quick live. I can't stay on here talking forever. Let me do a quick live and get off, and then we'll go to the doctor. But my spirit kept telling me, make Tramel call and see when that appointment is. So I don't have to rush off the live now. I don't. Hey, Ashley. So today, because Tramel didn't put it in the title because he set up everything for me today because I just was. The title, what we're going to talk about today is something that Maya Angelou said best. Miss Maya Angelou said it herself. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. Do I need to say it again? When a person shows you who they are, believe them. Now, see me? You don't even have to show me who you are because I already created in my mind who you are. And what you don't know is it's your job to change that. Because everybody starts off with a bad slate with me. Everybody, I don't care who you are, just understand that when you became friends with me or started talking to me and we got on that level, you was already a bad person in my head. And as time progressed, your actions started diminishing away how I felt about you being a bad person. But everybody starts off bad with me. Because see, then when shit hits the fan, I'm not shocked, nor am I surprised, nor am I disappointed because I expected that from you from the door. But everybody don't think like that. And I don't expect everybody to think like that. I think like that because of the things that happened to me in my life. And me being too trustworthy and me being too open and wearing my heart on my sleeve and allowing people to hurt me that I really trusted and thought were my friends. So now, this is how I view everybody. You're already a bad person to me until you prove yourself to be other than. Everybody don't, Jomel, go sit down. Everybody don't do stuff that way. And they don't. And I don't expect everybody to do things. I wish people did things that way. Because that way it'll save you disappointment. It'll save you from being hurt. Even when you into boyfriend-girlfriend relationships, if you into that thing with you gonna show me that you are who you say you are. But in the meantime, this is who I already have you as in my head. You would be less disappointed. But that ain't my lesson for today. Because see, most of y'all take people for face value and you let people in. And you trust them because they haven't done anything to you. They haven't done anything wrong. Hey Trisha, they haven't done anything wrong. They haven't given, hey Melissa, they haven't given you a reason to, not trust them. So you let them in. Then things start to happen. Or they smiling up in your man's face, or they smiling up in your girl's face, or they doing things that don't seem right to you. But you sitting there giving them the benefit of the doubt. But they showing you who they are. But you, no, I'm it's me. I'm making this up, and you make excuses for them. Why? Because as people, we don't want to believe that somebody would do things to us to hurt us when we are really being their friend. But see, That's where Joseph come in. Because see me, I look at it and go, I knew it. I knew it was just a matter of time. And Tremel always tells me, you can't do that. Everybody ain't out to get you. And you're right. Everybody's not out to get me. But most people have an agenda. And their agenda is not your agenda. Because your agenda is to just, there was a time in my life when I told God, I said, remove everybody out of my life that ain't for me. And I ain't gonna lie, I gagged. Some of the people that I've been friends with forever just stopped speaking to me for absolutely no reason. But I had to live with that because I told God to do that, and that's what he did. And sometimes when you tell God to do something after he started doing it, you be like, well, I didn't mean them, and I didn't mean this, and I didn't mean that. But, you said it. You wasn't specific in what you said. You said, this is what I want you to do. And when he do it, now you're sitting there gagging going, I got to make a whole bunch of new friends. So, these people were removed out of my life. And I honestly, I was shocked, but I was okay with it because I was like, okay, God, I told you to do, I asked you to do something and you did it. I can't be mad at that. But now, if I want to hang out or I want to go somewhere I got to find new friends because I don't have none. And the ones I did have are gone. So I'm like, okay, let me move on and let me make friends with new people. But because of the things that happened to me before, I know I'm too trusting. I know I'm too nice. I know I'm gullible sometimes if I really like a person and we really vibe and we really gel. Let me tone that down just a little bit. Let me turn that down a little bit. Let me not give them all of me in the beginning. Let me just give them a little bit. And in giving them a little bit, I'm going to be a bitch. Because if you put up with my bitchy side and my niceness, then I know that you a special person. I know I'm a lot. I'm a lot, child. I'm a lot. I don't know how Tremel do it. I tell him all the time. He a special man because I'm a lot. I know I'm a lot. And I ain't even going to sit here and try to pretend like I'm not a lot because I'm a lot. And even as a friend, I'm a lot. I'm a lot. However I treat you, that's the way I want to be treated. And when you don't, we got a problem. And I'm going to come and tell you, how come such and such and so and so? And why da-da-da-da-da? Because that's the type of friend I am. And that's where I dropped the ball in another situation because I should have went and did what I would normally do, and I didn't. But anyway, I'm not talking about that today. But anyway, when you allow people into your life, we set these expectations that a lot of people probably can't even live up to. And then when they don't live up to them, we start making excuses. I wanted too much. I this, I that. It becomes your problem and your fault. And why? Because you wanted somebody to treat you the way that you treated them. Because you wanted the same thing that you put out. I don't think that's asking for too much. The Bible says, treat me the way you want to be treated. You're supposed to treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's what I do. There comes a time when I have enough. And when I have enough, and when I say I'm done, I'm done. There's nothing on this planet that you can do to change my mind. When I'm done, I'm done. Because I'll give you but so much rope to hang yourself. And once you're hung, that's it. I'm done. Because it only take me one time for you to show me who you really are. And there's nothing else we need to talk about. There's nothing else we need to, nothing. Like, same way I was fine before I met you, I'm going to be fine after. And that's where a lot of people get, caught up. What am I going to do? They're my friend. What was you doing before you knew the bitch? What was you doing before you knew him? What did you do before he came into your life or she came into your life? Bitch, I don't think you was dying, because if you was, you wouldn't be living now. And if a person can do that, then your mental is so fucked up that you need help. You don't need a friend. You don't need a boyfriend. You don't need a girlfriend. You need a therapist to fix that. Because no one person should make your life a better place to live. Because that's just not, no, they should enhance you. They should make you happy, yes, but they shouldn't make your world a better place to live just because they're in it. No. I used to tell people all the time, the same door that you walked into my life with is this, damn it. Oh, the same door you walked into my life with is the same door that you can leave in. It's a revolving door. It revolves. It don't open and go. It revolves so that you can constantly just go and someone else new can come. And when they're meant to stay, they will stay. The problem is we don't ever want to let go. We want to feel bad for people. I don't feel bad for you. Whatever bed you made, you lie in it. Whatever bed you made, you lie in it and stay in it. And, I don't wish you wrong. I'll never sit back and hope bad things or wish bad things for people because I'm not that person. I've never been that person. But what I'm not going to do is feel sorry for you. What I'm not going to do is give two shits. I already cared and you showed me what me caring about you did for me. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's the page a lot of y'all need to get on. Because y'all will let people drive y'all motherfucking insane. People will come into your lives and completely destroy your life. And you sitting there feeling sorry for them motherfuckers. And your whole shit done been turned upside down. Your whole shit done been turned upside down. And you feeling sorry for the person that turned all your shit upside down. Why? Well, they ain't feeling sorry for you. Because they just moving on to the next bitch to upset their whole life. Because that's what they do. That's all they know. Until things change, that's all they know. That's all they know. Like a friend I used to have. I moved to Atlanta. He was like, stay. I said, find me an apartment so that I can, when I move there, I can have an apartment. No. Live with me. No, I don't want to live with you. Because when you live with people that you're friends with, things go haywire. No. We've spent the night at each other's house when you've come to Maryland and I've come here before. But I don't want to live with you because, your dogs are always outside. Mine are always in the house. I'm not putting my dogs outside. There's things that I'm not dealing with that you do. And I'm sure there's things that I do that you don't want to deal with. No. Okay. So, against my better judgment, I did it. Now, I had already known, just from situations that have gone on with us in the past, like people that they meet, they don't like you, but they don't know me. How can someone who don't like me that don't know me, they don't even know who I am. All they know is apparently what you're telling them. So I already figured out that you were lying, that you were telling stories that probably wasn't true. And, and our other friend was the same way. It was me and my other friend. They don't like us, but they don't know us. They never met us. They never exchanged. How do people that don't know us? That's like Melissa telling her friend about me, and then she comes out, my friend don't like you. Well, what are you telling your friend about me? Clearly you're telling your friend something about me if they don't like me. Because I never met your friend before. So I'm a little confused. I ain't ignoring the chat. And I'm like, okay, so this went on for years because I've known this person for 15 years. So this went on for years. And then I'd end up meeting the person that didn't like me. And we become friends. Or they'll tell me, you're nothing like what he said you were. Oh. So like I said, what you were telling them made them say they don't like me. Because whatever you were telling them, I'm sure it was people that they would never associate with. But then when they met me and my other friend, it was always, y'all are cool. Y'all ain't nothing like what he said they are. Y'all are fun. We need to hang out. We need to. And I would look at Lance and go, bitch, but they didn't like us, remember? He was like, exactly, they didn't like us. I said, right. How do you go from not liking me, but now that you know me, you want to hang out? We are key. Oh, y'all are funny. Oh, we need to hang out. Y'all are nothing like what he said. So this went on. Because, see, I'm the type of person, I ain't going to call you out till I got proof. Because I'm not going to look like a motherfucking fool. I ain't never going to be made to look like a fool. I'm going to have all my I's dotted and all my T's crossed. So that when I back you into the wall, the only thing you can do is either come out fighting or own your shit. So I moved to Atlanta. I stayed with him. It was getting hot. It was just getting hot. And I'm like, okay, it's time for me to move because he moved somebody in. Total stranger that they had just met, known him for 3 days. So I feel some kind of way. Now, if I wasn't living with you, that's your business. I don't give a fuck who live in your house. But when my stuff is in your house and you letting a total stranger move in, I'm worried about my shit. This person could be a thief. This person could be a killer. You don't know nothing about this person, but that y'all had sex. And he giving you a sob story and you feel bad and letting him move into your house because you like him. That went haywire real quick. I ended up punching the boy in the face. Me and the boy had a fight. Then, sometimes my spirit said, you're older than that person. You just beat up a 23-year-old. I think he was 23 or 24 at the time, and I was like 40-something. And I'm like, you know better. Go apologize to that person and just chuck it up for what it was. So I did that because that's what my spirit led me to do. I did what my spirit led me to do. Sometimes I listen to the spirit. He shut up. Because sometimes the spirit say I'm wrong. And when I'm wrong, I ain't got no problem admitting that I'm wrong and owning my shit and standing in it. So I went to them. I said, listen, I said, are you going to be there when I get back? I said, because I'm going to the doctor and I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be here when you get back. I said, all right. Came back, had a conversation. My friend was going to work, so he didn't know this conversation was happening with me. It was my day off because back then I wasn't disabled. I was working. So me and him were talking, and I'm like, I want to apologize. I really said some hurtful, evil things to you. I said it. I want you to understand that I'm really not that person. I was like, it was just a lie. And he was like, no, I accept your apology, blah, 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 blah. Well, then my friend's worst nightmare happened. I don't know how y'all are friends. What do you mean? Well, because all he ever does is talk about you like a dog. What do you mean? Started telling me all my business, started telling me things he could have never known because he didn't know me. And I'm sitting there shocked, completely shocked, and start telling me lies of things that wasn't even true. And I'm sitting there in shock, like, huh, what? What? Okay. All right. So now I'm sitting there like, okay, what do I do with this information? Because I'm living in somebody's house miles and miles away from anybody that I know, because I didn't know anybody but him in Atlanta. So what do I do with this information? Because, I'm like a piece of popcorn in a hot pop child. I'm jumping around like, oh, bitch, it's going to be on and popping. So, you want to tell on me? I told on him. One good story deserves another. But see, Joseph don't lie. So Joseph told the truth. So they got into an argument. Y'all, it was funny. It was like a scene out of a movie. They was in the hallway arguing upstairs, right? And I was in the bedroom. So I heard them arguing. So my door was closed. So I at the door like this. Child, why the boyfriend flung the door open and popped me in the head. Ooh, Child, it was like a scene out of a movie. Oh my God. I had to stand there and laugh for a split second because he just flung the door open and was like, ask him. And all you saw was the door go boom right up the side of my face. Child, I almost died. So he flung the door open. So my friend was like, you told him this and you told, I said, I sure did, bitch, because you told him this, that, and the third. I was like, and what? Y'all lay in the bed and fucking talk about me? I'm not understanding how he knows all of this. He didn't get it. He's not psychic. Now all of a sudden we don't have nothing to say. Now all of a sudden I say, am I lying? I said, see, you came out here pretending to be Big Willie, but I knew you when. I knew you when. I knew you before this. So let's not play games. Let's not play games. Because see, you can't play this game with me. Like I don't know no better. Because I know. These people out here don't know, but I know. So, long story short, I ended up moving because we had it out. We tried to make amends. But see, with me, once you show me who you are, there ain't nothing else to do. There ain't nothing else to say. I can't even try to be your friend because it's just not going to work for me. It's not. It just ain't. And that's what happened in that situation. Like, you just show me who you are. That's all it takes. And I'm not making excuses for you. I'm not trying to figure it out. I don't give a fuck if you have a mental breakdown and tie yourself to a motherfucking tree and stay there until Jesus comes. That's your business. That's your business. It's not my problem. You know. Now my husband, huh?
Can I sit with you?
Sure you can. Now my husband, on the other hand, you know, he wants to sit and find the rainbows and unicorns and lollipops in the situation. I don't have time for that bullshit. There ain't no rainbows, there ain't no unicorns, ain't nothing but a black motherfucking Pegasus, a half-sucked motherfucking lollipop, and the ice cream has motherfucking melted, bitch. There ain't nothing.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not making excuses for people. I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not none of those things. I shouldn't
you ain't
have
getting no mints because I gave you a mint yesterday.
I shouldn't have to. And that's the part y'all don't understand. You shouldn't have to do these things. You shouldn't have to go through these things. You shouldn't have to try to figure shit out. Shit should just be laid out right there. And, you know, but I did this because this one ain't working.
What's wrong with it?
It keeps falling. You gotta fix it. But it's just because the mic is too heavy.
That's right.
But don't be coming interrupting my shit. But I know I'll give you that because I interrupted yours yesterday. No, see when you do that, well, hopefully it'll stay.
It'll stay.
No, hopefully it'll stay.
Hey everybody, y'all hear my husband talking about me? He right. But he right though. He
No,
right.
but it's true. Like what happened to me in Atlanta, it's like we was friends for 15 years and I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you something. And see, after that is when I stopped letting people in like that because I was hurt. Like I ain't never had a friendship that I dissolved, and I swear to y'all, I wanted to cry because my whole feelings was hurt. Like this person, when I moved to Maryland, they were the only person that I knew there, but I had just met them, and I had a situation, and they came and helped me when I had nobody else to help me, and it was a situation where it was like it was hurtful. It was really hurtful that I'm friends with you for like 15 years and then come to find out all these things you had felt about me. And I never felt that way about you. Like I genuinely was your friend. And I ain't gonna lie. Like people like, oh, you just hard and you can walk. No, I wasn't hard and I could walk away. Y'all, just because I don't sit there and tell y'all I want to cry, my feelings are hurt. I'm not that person. I'm not gonna sit there and do all of that because at the end of the day, fuck it. It's like gas, honey, it'll pass.
Well, you know, people, the way I am is people call me a fool for. I'm a fool for love. I'm a fool for understanding. I'm a fool for fixing things. I'm a fool for giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm an empath, and because I'm an empath, I always try to look at the end of the rainbow. And it's not that I'm looking for a pot of gold. It's just that when I get to the end of that rainbow, I want to know that I can look back on that rainbow and those colors are still shining bright.
Yeah.
Or even if they're not shining bright, they're still there. And, even over the past several days, what has transpired, of course, you guys know what has transpired.
I ain't talking about that.
My whole thinking was to gain understanding and try to fix things. And Joseph was like, Jamel, you can't fix this. Can't fix it. It's not going to be fixed. You're never going to get the understanding that you want to get. So let it go and move along, move forward. I had no other choice but to do that,
And you know what? In actuality, because I wasn't talking about this, but in actuality, Tramel is his own person and I'm my own person. And as much as it is boiling my motherfucking blood, and I mean boiling my motherfucking blood, I'm not going to sit and tell him ever who he can and can't talk to.
Right.
I'm not. I'm not that person. But if he continues to do it and shit hits the fan again, I swear to God, I'm going to look at him and go, that's what you get, bitch. I am, because y'all just be asking for it. Like, I ain't never seen people that ask for the bullshit.
No, listen, I'm not trying to go back to
sit down.
I'm not trying to go back to anything. I really am not. I'm not trying to go back to anything. At the end of the day, all I'm just trying to do is gain understanding for myself, for my heart, and that's it.
But that's
as far as anything transpiring, as far as a friendship being rekindled, or with that person or anything like that, that's not what I'm looking for. It really isn't. It's not what I'm looking for. Whenever I get into a situation that's either tumultuous or, whatever it is, I try to get an understanding so I can process it and move on from it.
Well,
and that's that. This is period, point blank. I listen to my husband because he's a totally different person than I am. This is
what me and you gonna work on.
What's that?
Because in this situation, I see some things that me and you are going to work on together as a couple. Because I'm going to work on helping you move on without needing closure. Move on without needing clarity.
But see, this is not about me. I don't need closure. I got closure. I got closure yesterday.
No, that's why I said clarity and things like that. Because sometimes things don't need an explanation. Sometimes you don't need to understand shit.
Right.
You just need to take it for what it is and keep it moving.
Right.
And
listen, I put my hands up and I've realized that I'm not going to get the answers that I want to get. I'm not going to get the understanding that I want to get out of this. And so because of all those things, I have no other choice but to move forward because, to be honest with you, I am emotionally drained.
But
hold on, let me finish. I'm emotionally drained from this whole situation. And for those of you that didn't watch my live this morning, I spoke with Blogs and Fiction, right? We had a conversation. And I said to her, listen, I'm drained from this whole situation. I think the best thing for everybody to do is to just, whatever it is you need to get out your system, whatever you need to get out on YouTube, whatever, just get it out your system and let's just move on from it. And that's what I tend to do. I tend to move on from it, whatever that may be. I understand that there is no more friendship. That's my understanding of the whole thing right now. There's no more friendship. And so because there's no more friendship, I'm okay. I'm okay. Blogs and Fiction is okay. and Q's world is gonna be okay. Monica is gonna be okay. Me and Joseph are gonna be okay. Everybody is going to be okay. This is not um, an assault or a murder. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that we need to get the police involved with and all that. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This is people that have come together collectively, have exchanged notes about certain things, and there's disagreements. Period. Point blank. And so, as a result, this is what has happened as a result of all the turmoil that has happened. And so, we ain't got no other choice but to move on. Because, like I said, we ain't gonna never get the answers that we want to get. We ain't gonna never get the understanding that we want to get. We ain't gonna never get what we want to get out of the situation, because it's that it is what it is. 2021. 2021, it is what it is. Yes, we don't. Yes, because I'm ready to move on for it. The only reason why I brought it up is because you were explaining to people the way I am. A whole different situation. You were explaining to people the way I am, and you were talking about friendships. And like I was trying to explain, that was my ultimate goal yesterday, was to, give people knowledge about letting people into your life. You have to be careful of the people that you let into your life. And if you allow somebody in your life, be observant. Be observant of the whatever comes of that. If a friendship comes of that, be observant. Don't lower your expectations. I'm a person that if I'm your friend, I expect 100%. I give you 100%. I expect 100% from you. I'm transparent. I expect transparency from you. Everything that I give you, I expect from you. If you can't give me those things, then we're not friends. It's like I said, there's some friends that you see in the club. Hey, what's going on? You carry on with them in the club. You have drinks with them, and then after the club is closed, you go about your business. They going about your business. They business. You don't got their phone number. You don't speak to them on a daily basis. That's just your friend at the club. But then you have those other friends that are your friends, that you have a friendship with, that you have a relationship with, that you are endearing with, that you are loving and caring. Your family knows that friend, right? Like Omar.
People up in your house all the time, because y'all just be letting any and everybody in your house come into your house, breaking bread with you. Then when they break your back because they done stabbed you in the back. Mm-hmm. Now you ready to fight. Yeah. But you been in my house and whose fault is that? Mm-hmm. You barely knew this person. Because we latch on to people because we want a friend.
And you can't tell everybody everything about you. You can't. If you have a friendship with somebody, you can tell them everything about you. But if you ain't got no friendship with them, you can't tell them everything. You can't tell people your personal business. You can't tell people your health story. You can't tell people those things. You can't. Those are not the people. The people that you don't have friendships with, you can't be transparent like that with them. You can't give them you can't give them all of you. You can't give them things to put in their bag for them to pull out later on and for them to hold against you. You can't do that with friends. But when you have a friendship with someone, it's different. It's different. Well, my husband has a friend. His friendship with he has a friend. His name is Omar. He has a friendship with him. They've been friends for over 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's a friendship. He can call Omar and he can tell him anything. He can talk to Omar about anything. That's a friendship. You understand what I'm saying?
You are absolutely right. The closure comes because you give it closure.
That's right.
Bye, bitch. And that's all the closure you need. Bye, bitch. I don't understand.
And it ain't got to be no love lost. You can't. You can walk away. Like
I ain't gotta hate you. Like the story I just told y'all about my friend in Atlanta. I don't hate him. Mm-hmm. I don't. Like I said, I was hurt. That was the only person in my life ever, that I had to walk away from. That I was hurt behind. Like I was hurt because that was my friend for 15 years. Well, I thought that was my friend for 15 years.
Right.
And then to find out all the things he had to say about me and the things that he felt about me. Now, there's a lot of things that I can read between the lines and pull things from that, you said this because really, but I did that for myself. But it was like, wow. I've sat in your house. I've come to events. You've come to my house. You've come to my family events. I trusted you. We were friends, and this is what you do to me. And I'm not gonna lie. After that is when I learned my lesson. Everybody's guilty until you make yourself innocent with me. And Tremel gets mad at me because he tells me all the time, everybody ain't out to get you. You got to start treating people that no. But if I treat people that way, guess what? When they do something, I'm not disappointed. I'm not hurt. I just can move on because I already expected it from them. Now, when you don't, and you keep showing me that you're really my friend, then it's not like I still sit there and go, I'm waiting for you to do something. I'm waiting. No, I don't. Because little by little, I'm like, okay, this person, all right.
Well, you know what? Let me say this, and I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm getting ready to get out this chair because this is your show.
Taking over my day.
No, Joseph, don't do that to me. This is your show. But all I have to say at the end of the day is this: I am glad that this has happened. As tumultuous as it was, I am glad that this has happened. And the one thing that I am so happy about is that I have my little sister back. And before I'm going to get off this camera, before I start crying.
Cry.
No, I don't want to, Joseph.
Oh, I was joking. I didn't mean really cry. What are you crying for? See, this is the part why that bothers me. Because when my husband takes friendship seriously. And me, I take it like a grain of salt. And that's the part that pisses me off. And I ain't talking about that situation no more. I'm not, because I said what I had to say today. I lost it, and I said what I had to say. But this is what bothers me, that I have to sit and I have to watch him be hurt behind the things. And,
No, I'm not hurt. I'm happy.
No, I know you're happy because you did this already. When the whole situation went down with Monica, you sat and cried and was like, oh my God, I don't believe this. I loved her, blah, 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 blah. And I get it, but you shouldn't have to go through
Listen, I'm just happy that it wasn't true. I am. I'm happy that it wasn't true. I'm happy that the words, the things that were told to me were not true. And we had a conversation yesterday, Monica and I and you. And she sincerely said, it wasn't true. And I believe her. I believe her. And that's all that matters.
Right.
That's the only thing that matters, is that minds are clear. And, sometimes things like this happen. And we're blessed. We have to understand that we're blessed, because sometimes things like this happen and it ruins friendships, and friendships are just ruined.
Right.
Period. And you don't get a second chance. Everybody doesn't get this second chance. Like, we just got this second chance. I am so grateful for that. I am so humbled by that. It humbles me. It humbles us as the TheMKingz to feel just for us to have a second chance, a second opportunity to mend, to be friends again, or even if we're not friends again, to be cordial to one another. You understand what I'm saying, Joseph?
Right, but I think on her part and our part, all of us owned what happened. We own what happened. We explained what happened, and it really wasn't nothing personal. It wasn't. It wasn't like she hated you or I hated her or she hated me, and it wasn't that. It was that, you know how the saying says, when cut keep your grass cut short because there's a snake in the grass.
Snakes in the
And
grass.
that's what happened. When you friends with somebody and somebody else comes and infiltrates that, and you two never really had an issue, you still don't have an issue. And it's up to you two whether you decide to move on or keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you keep it the way it is, then y'all really wasn't friends in the beginning, because at the end of the day, you didn't do nothing wrong. She didn't do nothing wrong. And I'm not even putting myself in the situation because Monica knows why. Because like she said, she saw me and Monica on a whole other level. We both Aries. So she caught my whole vibe from the door. When I started backing off, she knew Joe backing off something ain't right. Because that's just how I am. I'm not going to sit and explain shit to people. I'm just going to walk away. I'll pull a disappearing act on your ass so fast you'll think I was a figment of your imagination. Because I'm not looking for closure. I'm not looking for explanations. All I know is what I see, and I'm done. And that's how she picked up on that. Come on, you were Aries. Aries know Aries. We know if we backing away or we ain't talking like we used to, or once we change, something ain't right. And that's why I try to tell people all the time that, oh no, Aries this. I said, let me tell you something about an Aries. If we treating you one way and all of a sudden we start treating you in a whole different way, something wrong. You did something, you said something, somebody told me something ain't right. I don't just change up the way I treat people. And if I do, it's because something ain't right. And I just ain't saying shit. Either I'm waiting to see it play out, or I'm just going to pull a disappearing act, and one day, poof, I'm going to be gone. And you ain't never going to hear from me again. I'm going to block you on everything, and I'll become a figment of your imagination, because that's what I do. That's what I actually did to my friend in Atlanta. I moved back to Jersey, blocked him on everything, and he told somebody, oh, I'll never speak to that bitch again. I said, well, technically he can.
You know, I look up to you so much because that is such a gift. It's such a gift to be able to just recover yourself, just to be able to recover from things like that. And you know what, Trish, you're absolutely right. You can't believe everything that people tell you. You can't believe everything that people tell you. If you if you have a friendship with someone, you have to give that friendship an opportunity to
it's like a flower. You gotta water it every day. You gotta nurture it. You gotta put it in sunlight.
You can pick up the phone.
You can't just plant a flower and say, "Oh, look, my rose is beautiful. Look, everybody, I got a rose. I got a rose."
Right.
It don't work that way.
Right. You can pick up the phone. It's so easy to pick up the phone and say, "Listen, I had a conversation with such and such, and they said that you said this. You know, is this true? You know, do we need to get this person on the phone so we can clear this up?" It's so easy to do that. If somebody comes to rushing to you and say, well, you know, Monica said this about you, don't tell her what I told you. You can't go by that, especially if that person that you have, especially if you got a friendship with that person. You can't do that. You have to. Like Monica's my sister, and so what I should have did was I should have picked the phone and said, Monica, listen, I had a conversation with such and such, and they said you said this. Period. Point blank. What happened?
My cue should have been.
What's going on?
My cue always to people is this: if you're gonna tell me what somebody said, like my best friend will call me and say, "So and so said such and such," because he already know. Don't tell me not to tell him, because I'm going to tell him. But once a person tells you, "Oh, I want to tell you what so and so said," well, don't tell them I said it, because see, when you do that, either it's a lie, or they don't want the confrontation from the other person of what's going to happen.
Right.
Normally, I use that as a weapon, because I go right to the person and say, well, I was told, but I was older. I didn't want the mess. I didn't want the mess that's happening now. I didn't want that mess. So I said, you know what? Fine, whatever. But I'm not talking about this no more. This is not what I was talking about. I was talking about something totally different, of people showing you who they are and y'all believing that shit.
Right.
So you can stay, but we're not talking about that no more.
Right.
Because I let that go this morning when I went off in the living room, because I don't have time. Did you go where you were supposed to go? Is that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I went. It was 55 cents.
Listen,
I'm getting ready to leave here, but Joseph, I heard you sing this song. You're
come
going to hell.
on in the Lord's house. He shall condala. He said, I'm going to hell for my
Your
phone.
ticket
Come
is
on
in the
in the
mail.
Lord's house. He shall condala.
Your ticket is in the mail.
Come on up in the Lord's house. He shall condala. Robo shana. Ibobo shai condala. Oh, yes. That's my praise and worship.
I thought I was going to see you on the other side, child. I'm not going to see you on the other side, child. You singing that song.
Ooh.
But anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to allow Joseph. I'm going to let Joseph get back to what he was talking to y'all about. Monica, I love you. I love you. And thank you so much. And before I start crying again, because y'all know I'm just a little punk bitch. I'll cry in a minute. Let me go on somewhere and sat down. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
See, Val, you put it right in perspective. That you have to set healthy boundaries. And when people cross them boundaries, that's when you make your exit.
Bye, y'all.
And you ain't got to make an exit where people know you're making an exit. You just make an exit. Bye. You didn't warn me when you were starting the bullshit, so I ain't got to warn you when I'm leaving. That's the way I look at it. You didn't warn me. What was that for? You didn't warn me right there.
What?
Dad. You didn't warn me when you started the bullshit. So I'm not going to warn you when I make an exit. Just know that when I make an exit, I'm going out. I'm not even going out in a grand style. I'm just tipping. You know how they do in church? And tiptoe out. Bobby. And tiptoe out. That's what I'm talking about. Just tiptoe out. Right, leave and go. There ain't no reason to return. And that's why when I leave, I ain't got nothing to say. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You can't explain shit to me. I don't care. Like Maya Angelou said, when they show you who they are, believe them. And I believe you, and I keep it moving. I ain't got time. I don't care. I don't care why you did what you did. I don't care why you said what you said. I don't care. It's enough for me that you did it. And that's all that matters. Because if you was my friend, you wouldn't have did it to begin with. We wouldn't be here to need an explanation. That's how I feel. And that's how a lot of y'all need to understand. If they were your friend, you wouldn't be in a situation to need an explanation or to need clarity or to need closure if they was your friend. That's why you just put your finger up and bounce, bitch. Bye. And keep it moving. People do what they do because, people keep letting them do it.
Roxanne said the fact that we didn't have a conversation with Monica pisses her off and we need to be in timeout.
We still in timeout, Roxanne? We should be in timeout. No, for real. Especially me and Monica.
Yeah, I need to be in the corner.
Especially me and Monica being Aries, because that ain't what Aries do.
Yeah,
it just ain't. It really ain't what we do.
Go to the corner.
Aries people don't do that, but we did it. Bamboozled, tricked by the devil. Come on in the Lord's house. Jamel said I'm going to hell for singing my song. Y'all, I can't. I really can't. Hey, Uncle Fred, I can't, y'all.
Hey, Uncle Fred.
I can't. Thank y'all all for joining me. I appreciate it. Child, it's a lot. It's a lot in these YouTube streets, honey. And I'm not going to be on this side of it, honey. I'm not. I'm just not. I refuse. Tyrone and Famous, you said you made a comment that I wanted to read about me and Tremel being together.
Now that the pandemic is over with, I think we need to go and visit Tyrone and Famous.
I don't want to visit Tyrone and Famous. They next on my list.
What you mean?
Of people to get.
No, you just don't want me and Tyrone to get together.
God.
That's what that's all about. And
I'm
you and
joking.
Famous, y'all a hot mess anyway. So
I'm not okay. Oh no, he said I'm not okay. I need you and Joseph to be together again. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Tyrone and Famous is my brothers. I'm just starting trouble. Yes, honey. Oh yeah, Tyrone and Famous is doing an interview with the House of X. Now I know y'all saw the interview with me and Jamal, but go and check it out with the House of X. I think it's August 6th. I believe that's what I saw when I just saw it on Instagram today. So go check out the House of X interview with the Renties on August 6th, I believe. I believe that's what it is. Tyrone in the chat. If I'm wrong, correct me. But if not, y'all check out the interview with the Renties with the House of X on August 6th. Definitely check that out. Make sure me and your husband is a hot mess. I know because Famous is an Aries. He know. He
hotghettomess.com.
know. And make sure y'all are subscribed to Monica Views and News. Make sure y'all are subscribed to Speak Your Truth with Roxanne. Make sure y'all are subscribed to NQ's World. Make sure y'all are subscribed to Bacon with Charlene. Let me tell you something. Charlene, she give me
Charlene, we're gonna be in Maryland in
diabetes.
August. We're gonna get a cake.
If we do go to Roxanne's meet and greet in August, Charlene, I don't care what I got to do. I'm coming to get a cake from you because we'll be in Maryland. I don't care if I got to meet you somewhere in front of the White House, wherever we need to meet to get this cake. I'm gonna get me a cake from you if we come to Roxanne's meet and greet in August in Maryland. If I come, I promise you, Charlene, I'm getting me a cake. Because what you're not going to do is have me home looking at your recipes, catching diabetes. Just looking at them. I swear, y'all, if y'all ain't never been on Baking with Charlene's channel and see some of the cupcakes and the cakes and the truffles and the child, let me tell you something. I need to get me a cake. Matter of fact, even if I don't come, I'm going to make Roxanne meet you somewhere and get me a cake and then have Roxanne FedEx to me with some hip hop chicken. My hip hop chicken and cake, because I need some hip hop chicken too. I need me some hip hop chicken. Roxanne, go on her channel and look at the child. Let me tell you something. Charlene be making some stuff. I'll be sitting here going, oh my God, I bet you that tastes good. And I'm not, Jamila tell you, I'm honestly not a cake person. I'm really not. Like, I want cake once, like last night, I was fiending for like something sweet. I'm really not that person that I don't like cake and stuff. I'm a food person. I'm not a real cakey person. But Charlene's cakes and stuff. But I love her.
It don't make no sense. It's a sin.
Right. I like homemade stuff. I'm not a store-bought person. Like the cake I got us from our anniversary was homemade. So to me, I love homemade cake. I don't really care for store-bought cake. I don't. I like homemade stuff. So when I see what Charlene be making, I'm like, oh, child. I'm like, yes. But Charlene, if I come down there, I am. Because like you said, you my cousin in my head. And I'm going to get me a cake. We may just come to your meet and greet, Charlene. Roxanne, I haven't made up my mind yet if I want to lay eyes on you for real. You know, YouTube is good enough for me for that. Because you trouble. You trouble, Roxanne. And I don't know if I need Tremel around you, honey. You are trouble. And I want you to know, Roxanne, this is all your fault. Because you told my husband, thank you. Oh, an Oreo one.
I saw it in the store. I was like, ooh, this is interesting.
Oh, did you give me a nice ice cold Coke?
No.
Oh. I want you. Well, there was a lot of that going around yesterday. This person wanted me, that person wanted me, and at the end of the day, I'm like, but I'm kidding. The only person that can have me is Jamel. Like, I don't get. I understand the essence of all this beauty. It overtakes some people.
Oh God.
I get it. I get it. I want me too. I understand, but this one wanted me. That one had a crush on me. This one had a crush on me. This one was jealous because I was Jamel's husband. I'm like, but at the end of the day, even if I wasn't Jamel's husband, I'm gay. So there's nothing. I mean, I'm flattered. And I flirt with women all day long because I give them the voice, honey. And, butch it up and hit them with a
ciao bye.
Baby, don't do that to me. Little mama. You know how it is.
Oh, child, please.
Don't listen to him. He's jealous. He's just jealous.
Ain't nobody jealous.
Why you here? What you doing today? Roxanne, you know you want it. I know you do. You was watching me eat that strawberry, Roxanne. That's what it is. That's what it is.
And then it's, I have a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
Well, that depends on who I'm dealing with at the time.
Uh-huh.
I have done that. I have walked into, I don't have one near me. I have walked into the store. Like I walked into a restaurant one day, right, with my cousin. Well, I've been with Val and I've done that. And she was mad because I got free food. I was with my cousin Jermaine, and I told her, I said, watch me get a whole tray of free food from this girl. She was like, you can't do that. I said, you want to watch? I said, I bet you I'll get free food. She was like, you ain't got game like that. I said, all right, watch this. So I had my baseball cap on, and she ordered her food, and the girl said, what about you? I said, I'm not paying for nothing. And she was like, what you mean? I said, why your man got you out here working? She's like, I don't have a man. I said, oh, because if you was my girl, you wouldn't be working.
Oh, child, please.
As sexy as you are, standing behind there taking orders. What's that about? I said, well, if I was eating and paying for something, I'd want a bacon cheeseburger, fries, and a large soda. But I'm not paying for it. She said, well, how else you going to get it? I said, you going to give it to me. And she gave my cousin her food. And my cousin looked at me and stuck her tongue out and was like, ha. The girl said, here, and gave me a whole tray of what I asked for. Same thing happened with Valerie. She's in the chat. Valerie can contest to this because she's in the chat. I had to go with her one day because we had a car accident back when we were teenagers. And this woman was still suing now that we was adults because there was a kid in the car. Actually, Val, we might have to do that again because that little boy can sue now because it was the girl we went to court for. So we went to court and we was downtown Brooklyn, my stomping ground. So I was like, Val, afterwards, let's go to Junior's and get some food. So her mother and my mother knew that we was going to Junior's. So everybody in New York knows when you go to Junior's, everybody wants cheesecake. So everybody told us what kind of cheesecake they wanted. So we ordered food, we ate. And then the waitress, but I noticed that the waitress, every time she came, she would turn her back to Valerie and take the order with her back to Val and talk to me. So Valerie started picking up on it. And she said, I'm sitting here with this big ass ring on my finger. And she's just like flirting with you. Like she don't know, we don't look that much alike where she know you my cousin. I said, watch me get something out of her. And I was like, you ain't got no game like that. I don't know why my cousins underestimate me. You ain't got no game like that. I said, yes, I do. I said, but watch. So we was telling her what kind of cheesecake we wanted. And she was like, well, why don't y'all just get the whole cheesecake with the different toppings on it? That way, when you get home, everybody can have what they want and it would be less. So we was like, oh, yeah, we could do that. So I remember her name. Her name was Jane. because I looked at her, I looked at her breast because her name was on that. And I said, wait a minute, Jane. I said, that's fine and good, but I'm going to need a slice of pineapple cheesecake for myself. I said, no, you can slip that in the bag because I'm not paying for that. And she was like, what you mean? I said, I'm not paying for that cheesecake. I said, because a slice is bigger than the cake. I said, I want a slice. And you can just put it in a bag and don't charge me for it. I know you can. I know you can do it. You're going to do it for me.
I'll be the messed up.
And she said,
what is you talking
no, Val was sitting there like waiting, like, you ain't going to do it. She let me do it because she was like waiting to see what was going to happen. So the girl was like, well, why would I do that? I said, actually, because I'm probably the best looking man you're going to see all day. So when she walked away, Val started laughing. She said, I don't believe you told her you the best looking man she going to see all day and give you a piece of cheesecake because you so fine. I said, watch her come back here with that cheesecake in the bag and it ain't going to be on the bill. So Val was like, whatever, boy, whatever. You ain't got no game like that. So she put the bag on the table, right? And I heard in the bag, I heard something move. So I just looked at her. I said, thank you. And she said, thank you for what? I said, because I ain't even got to look in the bag. I know my pineapple cheesecake is in the bag. So thank you in advance. Beautiful. So Val was like, child, you feel stupid. Valerie opened that bag and damn near passed out when that whole piece of cheesecake, a cheesecake was in that bag, and she did not charge us for it. Valerie almost fell out of her chair on that floor. She's like, I can't believe women are this stupid. I said, come on, girl, let's go. I got my cheesecake on. Ooh. Val went off. She was like, I can't believe women are this stupid. Do you understand how you just played her? You don't even want her. And she could have just lost her job giving you free cheesecake. Oh, it turned around from I ain't got no game to Val wanting her to be educated on how a man just tricked her ass that don't even want her. Ooh, child. It was a kiki. Oh, I can't.
Me neither.
Let me tell you something. Tremel know the answers, honey. He got mad when the girl in Popeyes gave me all these big chunks of chicken. You do know this is my fiance, right?
I was gonna punch her.
And she was like, I don't want your meat because I was standing there giving it to her too. Can I have a wing special, please? With a mashed potatoes. And can I have a 3-piece? And she was like, I put extra chicken in here for you, boo. Tremel was getting heated. I was getting mad because I was like, he's gonna fuck up. I mean, this girl was giving me chunks of chicken. Like she was getting, child, she might as well have gave me an 8-piece. All the chicken she gave me in a 3-piece. And she was like, I gave you extra chicken, boo. I gave you all the big pieces. I said, thank you, baby. Tremel, I'm sitting there looking at his face out the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh, he's about to go off. And when she said, boo, that was it, honey. It was boo-hoo from there because Tremel said, you do know this is my fiance, right? And she was like, I don't want your man.
Y'all know I was going to come back over here, right? Y'all know I was going to come back over here, right? I was going to yank that bitch. I was going to yank her ass from behind that counter. I was going to yank her ass. I said, Joseph, I'm getting ready to yank this bitch.
And I'm like, no, I'm getting chicken, no. And he's like, I don't care. I'm going to tell. I was like, no.
I said, you know, I said, this is my fiance. We're getting married. Yes. Just like I was gonna wear the bagel bitch out.
Well, see, no, but see, for me, with the girl, I'm like, let her be a fool and give me all the stuff she want to give me so we can have it. With the guy, I understand because it's a guy. With a girl, I'm like, child, what's she gonna do? Flirt with me, big deal. I don't want her. Anything I say to her is to get more shit from her out of her. Him, fine, but he ain't even give me nothing free.
Would you believe it's raining outside? Is it right rain?
It's supposed to rain all day. Trisha said, hush, Tremella, eat the chicken.
I was gonna wear that. I was gonna wear that girl out. I was gonna grab her by the back of her neck, honey, and just start windmilling her.
You know how you out the corner of my eye, because I'm looking at her like this, and I see because he's standing here in the Popeyes, and I could see him out the corner of my eye, and I could see
because I'm standing and I'm looking at him like
his blood just boiling, like
I'm just like
I'm about to.
I'm looking at him like, well, where did this little voice come from, child? I was like, where did this come? I was like, I know he ain't even trying to show off, child. I'm getting ready to tear this whole damn store up, honey.
It was a girl. I figured, it wasn't no big deal.
I don't care. I had to check these women on YouTube and tell them, and I'm telling y'all now.
Well, the other day they said you turned them on when you was topless in the video.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And they was like, "Where's Joseph?"
Yeah, somebody said, "Tramel, you need to put your shirt on, child. All these older women watching you, and you ain't got no shirt on."
Had his little titties.
Yeah, I got body. I have body on. I got body up here. Yeah, I know I got body. But y'all can't have my husband. Y'all can't have him. Y'all can take him out to dinner. Y'all can do whatever y'all can't have.
Val said she like your hair.
Oh, thank you, Val. I had to put this. I had to put it up because it's hot. It's hot. Y'all wearing this hair. Sometimes it get hot. But yeah, Joseph. He has a way with women and men, honey. I be wanting to beat him in his face.
But no, the thing with men is, and it's always been this way. I don't know why. I don't have a thing with gay men. But quote unquote DL men, I don't want to say straight because if they're attracted to me, technically they ain't straight. But DL men love me. Ever since I was young, they just like flock to me.
Oh, Famous be doing that too. Tyrone said Famous be doing that too.
Because we Aries, we flirt.
And Trish, let me just say this. I know I ain't got to fight because I know I got this. He ain't going nowhere. I know I ain't got to fight. It's just sometimes some people just be disrespectful in their spirit.
Right, like when we was at the little dance thing and that boy just grabbed you, snatched you right about my hand. And I'm like, before I go off, because me and Tramel's little stomping ground, so I really don't know who he know and who he don't know. So I was like one of them situations where this could be a friend. So let me not act a fool if this is a friend, because then I'm gonna look stupid. But then when I found out that the boy was just grabbing him, talking about, "Oh, you sexy. I like what you got on." Because I heard the conversation over the music. Because my ear tuned in like like the bionic woman. Honey, my ear said, and I heard the whole conversation over all the loud club music. I said, and I heard the conversation. I grabbed him and said, "Come the fuck on."
He sure did. You yanked me.
He's standing there. "Oh, thank you." "Thank you. Oh, I made it myself." "Yes, I put these on." Bitch, let's go.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, my God. Child, the stories we could tell. The stories we could tell.
Oh, VC Cup, let me tell you something. Okay? Don't believe the hype. Because this one right here, especially back in the day, all Tramel had to do was walk in the bar and stand there, and motherfuckers just start flinging drinks to him. He just buy him a drink, true. Give him whatever he wants, buy him a drink. That's why back then I had to be cautious.
Yeah,
cause I'm like, oh honey.
When I was a young tender child, running wild and free.
And it's still the same. If Tramel walk anywhere in a gay
bar, even when we go to the grocery store now, I get attention. Everywhere we go, up here in Rome, I get attention. I don't care where we at. We can be in Walmart. We can be in the grocery store. Somebody will say something like, "Oh, I like what you have on," and it's the way they be saying it. "Oh, I love your jewelry," and I'd be like, "Yes," I said, "My husband gave it to me. You like." I said, "This is my husband right here." And Joseph be standing behind me like 6'3". He stands behind me and they be looking like, "Oh, okay."
Let me tell you something. His milkshake ain't even got, all Tramel got to do is stand in the yard, honey, and they come a flocking. They come a running. I ain't never in my life seen. Like when he tell that story, like when he came to the club that I always frequented back in the day in New Jersey, and I was like, when are you leaving? It wasn't because I was doing something in the club.
Hey, Cole.
It was because I knew I was going to have to punch some bitch in their face for messing with my man. That's why I said, when are you leaving? And I wouldn't even let him go on the dance floor. He was like, come on, I'm going to buy you a drink. I said, okay, let's go on the other side of the bar where everybody's sitting down and it's quiet. Keep you away from the crowd. And I swear to you, while we were sitting there, somebody sent him a drink. And I'm sitting there going, look at this shit. I try to keep him away from it. And somebody just sends him a drink. The bartender, oh, that person down there said give you this. I said, well, that person down there must want to wear this motherfucking drink in their goddamn face. Oh, damn.
That was scary.
Did y'all hear that thunder?
Oh, the dogs are barking.
My dog ain't Joe Mel sitting there like, what the hell?
That
I'm under
scared me.
the table.
That scared me. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Lord. The Lord wanted his presence to be known, child.
Yeah, honey. Tremel was a hot mess back in the day.
Yeah, I was something else back in the day.
And it still happens today.
Not as much as it happened.
Child, when he used to take me to that little thing in Newark, the little clubhouse
Tavern, yeah.
No, not Murphy's. When we used to go
Friday night. Oh, the library.
The library, because they play in the back of the library.
And you know what? I didn't really know too many people.
They play house. They play house.
Guys would just grab me.
And we would be sitting there. You know, everybody be outside dancing, having a good time. They had like food trucks and people with the little packets, you know, the little things of liquor and stuff. It was fun. I had never been until Trevell took me. It was fun. Child, every time we go, here comes somebody grabbing my husband. Child. Well, he was fiance back then.
No, we was married.
Not at first.
Yeah, when we went to that. Not at first, yeah.
Not at first. If he was my fiance first. Then when he was my husband, then I really would be snatching his ass. Like, okay, I own this now. Then. See, before I just had dibs on it, but now I own it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving.
Yes.
Then he would make me mad. Because I would be trying to walk through the crowd holding his hand and he taking his hand. Is this what we doing?
Because I'm like, you embarrassing me.
Can do this now. If you want to do it.
Because it became embarrassing after a while. Because you was like grabbing me like I'm some child or something.
Because, you know, that happened to me before, too. One of my exes, he going to walk up to somebody and the boy going to take his hand and caress all the way down. Oh, is this what we doing? And they having a conversation. I walked right in between them. Who the fuck is this? Then when we got outside, somebody that knew me came running from across the street. And he was like 5'6" and skinny. And he grabbed me around the neck and I picked him up and hugged him and slung him around. And he was like, what the fuck is that? The same thing that was upstairs in the club, bitch. You want to play? We can both play. I'm a very equal opportunity person. I believe in equal opportunity.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's too much, y'all.
Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl. Daryl, I'll see you this evening.
Daryl, it's not that big. It's just 2 rings.
What?
It's not that big. Daryl said my ring set is big, but it's not that big. It looked big on camera.
His ring, no, he got a big ring set. See, this is our ring set.
Tremel is the one with 3 rings on one.
Yeah, this is our ring set. This is my wedding ring. This is my engagement ring, and this is my king ring because Joseph is my king.
See, and I don't even do all that.
But Joseph don't like big gaudy jewelry. He has the same set, but he don't wear it. And I be telling him, Joseph, why you ain't wearing the same ring that I'm wearing?
I am wearing the same wedding ring.
No, but you don't have your engagement ring on like me.
I have this one.
Y'all. He don't.
I like little engagement.
I like big gaudy jewelry. I do. Y'all see this big ass chain I got on my neck? I love like big look. I love big gaudy jewelry. You know, and so. But Joseph, he don't like it, and so. But we have several. We have several different ring sets.
Daryl says, "Snatch his ass up, Joseph." That's right. He can snatch.
Daryl, you supposed to be on my side.
Tremel knows he will get snatched, and I'm so glad that wherever that ring is, you'll never find it again.
What ring?
That big ass ring that was like this big.
I know where it is. I know where it is.
Well, keep it there.
I know where it is. I just don't wear it as often. I have like a big. I love big gaudy jewelry. I do.
It was like an NFL ring.
Yeah.
Or was it an NFL ring?
It was a.
I want to say
a championship ring.
An NFL championship ring. First of
all,
no,
baseball.
Baseball, football. I don't know how.
No,
those
basketball
men
is basketball. I'm
wear
sorry.
those rings as huge as it was.
It's a championship ring. It's a
It was meant to sit on a shelf somewhere.
no,
but
it's
he
no,
was
it's not.
wearing it.
No, it's not. It's a Chicago Bulls championship
His
ring.
finger needed to be in a sling when he wore that ring. Just to
Yeah.
hold it up like that.
It's big. It's like huge. It's like bigger than these. Like if I put it on my finger, you'll be like, wow. But I don't wear it as often because it's heavy. It's real heavy. So I don't wear it as often. But he can't stand when I wear it. He always try. He always hiding it from me. He can't hide. If I know where it is, he can't hide it from me.
You know what that ring is?
Uh-huh.
You sure about that?
I think so.
You
Unless you done picked it up and took it somewhere.
I know for a fact you don't. I know for a fact that I can bet my life that you know what.
And I know for a fact that I found out where you put it.
It's impossible.
Okay. Well, it really doesn't matter because I don't wear it.
Good.
I don't wear it. But there's bigger rings that I have in consideration. So,
Oh no.
it's like raining cats. It was a beautiful morning. It was beautiful outside, y'all. That's how it is here. Like I guess because we live in a high altitude, it just like it's like crazy how the sun is out and the breeze is blowing and stuff. Huh?
There was a tornado last week.
I know it was a tornado last week. I was like, okay, but
keep it away from me.
We live in high altitude, so of course the weather just is so crazy.
Well, we actually live at a high altitude, but we live in the valley. So, like when it snows, we get the brunt of the snow. When it rains, we get the heavy rain.
Hey, Mama McCrazy.
Tyrone said he's like seeing us like this again.
Really? Y'all, do y'all miss the McCrae-Kings? Do we need to bring? Do we need to bring the McCrae-Kings back? Because
see us together again.
Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all about the McCrae-Kings. We felt like we were getting in each other's way, and that's why we made an executive decision to,
go individual,
and Joseph, do his thing, and I do my thing. But if you guys are saying that you want the McCrae-Kings back, then Joseph and we can have a conversation about it, because the last thing, and it was the last thing I want to do is not give you guys what you want, but at the same time, what I want you guys to understand is that I don't ever want my husband to feel, smaller than, because that's not what the premise of our platform is. The premise of our platform is, and the premise of us being collectively one is that we are collectively one. And when we don't agree on things, then that's a problem for us. And when we have a problem, we solve it 100%. And that's that. And we do it together. So, if you guys want the McCrae-Kings back, we will definitely have a conversation about it. And
well, we didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. I mean, you see it
together. Yeah,
if you guys want us to do Coffee with the Kings, together, we can do Coffee with the Kings together. It's just we have to have a conversation about it, and that's that.
Oh. I got no water.
Uncle Fred said keep
you
individual.
See how people start your day off messed up. Normally, y'all know I have my little juice up here, my little water. I ain't got nothing, and I'm choking.
I know I want me another cup of coffee.
That's because when the devil infiltrates, now I got to sing my little church song I created to get him out my spirit right now. Yeah, yes.
Uncle Fred said that we need to stay individual for a little while longer.
Ishalakandala. Jamel said I'm going to hell.
Yeah, you are. Uncle Fred, tell me.
Come on up in the Lord's house, Ishalakandala. Come on up in the Lord's house, Ishalakandala. Roboboshanda, Robobosha, Ikandala. Oh yes. That's my praise and worship song.
Reese Cup says she enjoys us individually and she enjoys us together. Uncle Fred said we need to stay separate for a little while longer. Reese Cup
I agree.
do some days together, do some days,
Right.
apart. We can do that. We really can do
Like
that.
do Monday and Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Wednesday we do it together.
Right. Guys, we're actually, we really want to have a meet and greet with you guys, but we know that some of you guys live in far off places. We do want to have a meet and greet. I would love to do the meet and greet in New Jersey. I think I think New Jersey would be the perfect place to do a meet and greet. What we will do is, as far as a meet and greet, we will collectively together get some accommodations that will be priced reasonably for you guys that want to come in for the meet and greet, because when we do the meet and greet, it's going to be more than just you guys just meeting us. Of course, we're going to do our motivational speaking, and we're going to do a whole lot of other fun things. And, we want to make it a good time for everyone. And we want everybody to have a good time while they're visiting in New Jersey as well. Maybe we could do like a tour of New York or something like that. We can get something like that together where we go on. Joseph, if we could do a boat ride in New York, like Kyla did for her birthday, that would be great. Y'all would really love that, to do a boat ride on the Hudson River. They take you out on this boat ride, and on the boat they have music, they have food, they have drinks, they have everything, and you ride out on the Hudson River. You ride under the Brooklyn Bridge. You ride under all the statue. You could ride past the Statue of Liberty. It's a great boat ride. So I'm going to call today, and I'm going to get some prices and stuff like that. And let's see what we could do. I know the hotels in New Jersey are much cheaper than the hotels in New York. So let me see what type of accommodations I could get together for a meet and greet. Now, you guys in the South, y'all ain't got no excuse for not coming to see us. Y'all can get in y'all cars and come and see us. It ain't gonna take you that long. Especially you children that live in Virginia and in Maryland and stuff like that. Bake it with Charlene. If you come, bring a cake. Bring a cake, child. Or you ain't got to bring the cake, child. All you got to do is bring me one of them cupcakes that you swirled that ice. Did you see that icing that she made? Ooh, child. She made some I think it was caramel icing. Oh, God. I'm salivating right now. Oh God, that icing that Charlene made, child, it's just you. I swear to God, it was so nice and fluffy. You can just take off all your clothes, honey, and just fall in it. Just icing. It was so good. And then Tyrone and Famous can come to the meet and greet. Reese Cup, because Reese Cup ain't that far from us. Reese Cup, she in Connecticut, right?
Hell, we could do a meet and greet with her. Anytime.
Right. So, y'all, if y'all are interested in a meet and greet, send us an email at at TheMKingz@gmail.com.
See, that just means you got too many emails.
What?
You're giving them the wrong email.
I know. But yeah, if y'all are interested, send us an email and let us know your interest of a meet and greet. And we will see what we can do to put something together. And hopefully we'll be able to put it together before the weather starts to get cold.
1 month, it ain't going to be this year. It's impossible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because, wintertime is coming and stuff like that. It'll be hard to get something together.
I'm going to run down my list one more time for all y'all that don't know. If you are not subscribed to Down More, do that.
Oh, yes.
If you are not subscribed to Speak Your Truth with Roxanne, do that. If you are not subscribed to NQ's World, do that. If you are not subscribed to Baking with Charlene,
Daryl Moore is my big brother. I love me some Daryl Moore.
And why do I feel like I'm missing somebody? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Why do I feel like I'm missing somebody that was here? If you're not subscribed to Mama McCrazy. Do that.
You know better. You to church.
Baking with Charlene, Monica Views and News. Subscribe to her too. And I'm just going through the chat to make sure I get everybody that is a content creator. Yeah, that's everybody. So y'all subscribe to those people that I said. And thank all of y'all for being here supporting us.
Yes.
And thank y'all for being here today. And
We
remember,
appreciate you.
like I said, when people show you who they are, believe them. Stop trying to make excuses for them. Take it for what it is and move on with your life. Don't sit there and deal with stuff like that. You don't have to. You really don't. Even though some of y'all choose to.
I want to go with some more coffee.
Well, you better go make some.
I am going to go make some.
And y'all, please follow us on all social media outlets. That would be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to become part of the McCing's Kingdom, hit that join button and become a knight at the round table. And
make sure you support us. We need your financial support as well. So you can send us a financial donation at TheMKingz, which is our cash app. There it goes right there. Show it to them, Joseph.
And all your donations go right back into our platform.
Yes.
Because if you look at when we started, we didn't have all of this. We were sitting in a bed.
Well, they can't see all of this. They can't see all the stuff that they got.
Well, they see the background. I mean, everybody that's a content creator knows what the background probably looks like.
I showed it to NQ's World yesterday. But guys, just you being here is support. It's support enough. So if you do make a financial donation to us, it is appreciated. And
you're welcome, Mama McCrazy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, and make sure you check out the McCing's Boutique for everything McCing's and Dare to Be Different. Why be the same? Dare to be different.
Yes.
And make sure you check out. Put the link in there, Tremendous. You got your phone
for the website.
Make sure you check out our McCing's website. It's new. You can do anything. You can find whatever you need, whatever you want from the Kings. You can find it on the website. If you check it out, when you check it out, please make sure you leave your email so that we can send you out a newsletter. And yeah.
Hold on.
Tremendous doing that.
There it goes.
There's the link for the website. And that's about it for me today, y'all. I'm emotionally drained from yesterday and this morning. I shouldn't again. I was awakened to anger and frustration. But I'm not gonna let that take over my day because I'm better than that. But anyway, y'all, love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for all your support. We love you. And walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. Why are you laughing?
I'm just smiling.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm happy.
You should be.
I am. I'm very happy.
Waking me up, you gotta get with the bullshit.
Whatever, Joseph.
But anyway, Tony gonna call one person, then the next thing I know, you on the phone with motherfucking Santa Claus.
What they called me.
With motherfucking Santa Claus.
Stop saying stuff like that.
Santa Claus is an illusion.
Chris Kringle giving the girls Chris Kringle.
Yeah, definitely giving the girls Chris Kringle. Whoa, imagination. Anyway, love y'all. Please walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. You make this the best day ever. Because only you can do that.
Dare to be different.
Dare to be different. Dare to be different. And I say it all the time. I shouldn't have to say it. At this point, you should be saying it with me.
They probably are.
It's Team McCray.
All damn day.
Later, y'all.
I'll see you guys later. We love you so much. I'm going to make me some coffee.
I'm going to make me some iced tea.